Good morning, students. Welcome to Ambuja Public School. I am your EVS teacher Kavita Sharma. In our EVS, from our lesson number 1, we have learnt about our body parts, that is, external body parts and internal body parts in details. And we have seen our body works day and night. Some of our body parts work at night also when we are sleeping. Now, how these body parts can work properly, for that we are going to learn our next chapter, that is chapter number 2, Health and Hygiene. There is one very famous saying that healthy mind lives in a healthy body. What does it mean? That if we want a happy life, we should have healthy body and healthy mind. For having healthy body, there are few areas where we need to work. That is, eat nutritious food, stay healthy by exercising our body, and keep our body clean. So let's start with our first point, healthy food. Now the question is, what is healthy food and how it helps us? The food which gives us energy to work, help us to grow and keep us healthy is called healthy food. In our class 1 we have seen 3 types of food which helped us to do all these things. So let's quickly revise what was the name of those foods which we have learned. The first one was energy giving food, which the food type which we eat and we get the energy to work. The next one was bodybuilding food which helps us to grow, and next is last one is protective food. So we need to eat these kind of food which can help us in these areas. Earlier, long ago, when human being used to live in a jungle along with animals. At that time, they did not had anything and they used to catch the animals and they used to eat raw food, which means if they used to get any fruits or vegetable in jungle, they used to eat just like that only. If they used to get any animal, they used to hunt animals and they used to eat the flesh of animal raw only. Later on, they discover by rubbing the stones, they discover the fire and then they started cooking the food. Now, why cooking food is important? Cooked food is very important because very first it gives us taste and the cooked food is very easy to digest, and the next one is it is very healthy because it kills us the germs inside the food which are present in raw food. So that is why cooking food is very important. Next, but at the same time we have to keep in mind that we are not overcooking the food, because if we overcook any vegetable, so the nutrients of the vegetable get destroyed because of the heat and the fire. So we have to keep in mind that we are not overcooking the food, so the nutrients can get stored in that food. Mostly we are eating cooked food, but there are fruits and few vegetables which we eat raw. Vegetables we eat in the form of salads or sandwiches. Vegetables like carrot, capsicum, cucumber, tomato and cabbages. These are the vegetables we usually eat raw. And all the fruits we eat raw. Raw means we do not cook them on fire. And raw fruits are very rich in nutrients. Nutrients means there are many things present in the fruit which helps us to protect our immunity and By eating those fruits, we get strong immunity, and the immunity is helping us to fight with bacteria. There are many bacteria which come in our body, and when we are eating these raw fruits, it is helping us to fight with those bacteria and kill them. So that is why we should eat plenty of fruits. Now, there are many fruits which we are not peeling. Peeling means we are not taking out the skin of those fruits, like apples, grapes, plums, peaches. So, in that case, we have to wash them very properly before eating. Now, whenever we are eating fruits and vegetables, we should cut them and we should eat them immediately after cutting. We should never ever cut the fruit and we should keep it for 1 hour or 2 hours and then later on we should eat. That we should strictly avoid. If any case you are not able to finish the fruit, in that case you have to keep those fruits in a closed container. As you can see in this picture, a airtight container which is covered with a lid, and you have to keep those fruits in that container, and that container you should keep in your refrigerator. So that way you can store the fruits or vegetables. It's not only selecting the proper healthy food, but to make our body healthy, we should also have some healthy eating habits, such as washing our hands properly with using soap before and after eating anything. That is also very important because our hands have lot of germs which we need to wash it off. Next, whenever we are eating food, we should always take clean plate or spoon or fork, whatever you are using, that should be completely clean. That should be properly washed before. So you should always use clean plate for serving the food. Next, while eating the food, you should chew your food well. That way it will become easy for you to digest the food. Next, always eat the covered food. What does it mean? That the food should be covered with a lid, because there are many small housefly that must be there in your house also. It can sit on your food and it can bring any bacteria or germs. So always cover the food and you should always eat the covered food. Next, always eat warm and fresh food. That means whenever your mother is cooking food, you should immediately eat the food. You should not keep it for a 1 day or 2 day and then later on you are eating, because that way the nutrient of the food get destroyed and it can have germs also. The cooked food get germs very easily. So you should eat always fresh and warm food. Next, we should always take care of this. Do you all remember what it is? Yes, this is a street vendor who has lot of uncovered food roadside. So you should always avoid. I know you all must be missing all these charts and all these street food, but this is also very unhygienic and very unhealthy to eat. Often we have seen we get stomach upset or diarrhea, or we get food poisoning because of these kind of food, because it has lot of germs. So always avoid eating roadside or uncovered food. So this was about our first point, healthy food. Now let's move to our next point, that is cleanliness and hygiene. What is the meaning of hygiene? Hygiene means germ free, that we don't have germ, we don't catch germs, so it should not go in our body or it should not stay on our body. Now what we have to do for this? The most important is why we have to maintain cleanliness and hygiene. Let's start. Because health and hygiene has a relationship. What does it mean? That if you want to be healthy, you have to maintain the cleanliness. Our body does not only require the nutritious or healthy food. Our body also requires that it should be germ free. So for that, in our surrounding we have lot of germs. For that we need to keep ourselves clean. So that is why health and hygiene goes hand in hand. Let's start how we can catch the germs and from where we can catch these germs, and for that what we have to do. We should keep our surrounding clean because our surrounding has thousands of bacteria and germs all over. And what are the germs? Germs are very small living things which we cannot see from our eyes. These are very small, but these are present everywhere. Everywhere means on air, we cannot see them, but there are many germs. The water which we drink, if it is not properly purified or we have not filtered the water, so that water also has germs. On the ground where we are walking or you're sitting on the floor, there are also many germs. And these germs can be on our body also. And these germs, how it comes on our body? Because we are just living in this surrounding. We sit on a floor or we drink water or we breathe air. So through that we get those germs on our body. And there are few germs or bacteria which can make us ill. Sometimes we have fever or sometimes we have cold or cough because of these bacteria all only. So always keep bacteria away and stay clean. What does it mean? That if you want to stay away from the bacteria, you have to keep yourself clean. Now for that you have to take regular bath every day in the morning and whenever you are going out for playing. After that, once you come home, at that time also you should take bath and you should get rid of all the germs and use soap and properly massage your body with soap and then take a bath using fresh water. After that, you should always wear neat and clean clothes, washed clothes. That is also very important because the old clothes which you have already worn, that may have germs, so you should avoid that. Next, whenever you are going home from school, you travel from bus or from bike or you come by walk. As you all know that there are many germs on air also, and you play for in a PHE period, you sit in the class, you touch so many things, so your uniform also get germs. So always do change your uniform once you reach your home. That is also very important. Keep all your body parts clean. Brush your teeth properly, take bath regularly, keep your hairs clean, so that way you can get rid of germs. The most important are our hands because we touch our hands everywhere. We use our hands the most. The body part which we use are our hands, and we touch our nose, we touch our eyes, we touch our ear, we touch all the things around us using our hands. So our hands has most chances to get germs. So for that we should always wash our hands. And when to wash our hands? Before and after eating food. That is also very important. Before eating the food, it is important because our hands have germs. If we eat food, so those germs will go inside our body. And after eating food, because the food has oil or something like that, so we should always wash our hands after eating also. Next, after using toilet. Yes, that is also very important. So whenever you are using toilet, at that time also you have to wash your hands. Next body part which we need to keep clean are our teeth. Yes, brush your teeth twice in a day. That means whenever you are waking up in the morning, at that time you have to brush your teeth, and when you are going to bed at night you have to brush your teeth. Why we have to brush our teeth? because the food which we eat sometimes gets stuck in our teeth. So, but while with brushing our teeth, we can take out that food particle, that food pieces, small pieces of food which are stuck in our teeth. We just take out them. Otherwise, that can cause the growing of germs. The food which get collected on our teeth can cause germs. So we should always brush our teeth twice in a day. Next, massage your gums. Gums means the skin part under your teeth, below your teeth, that those are called gums. So you should always massage your gums when you are brushing your teeth. Now tell me, is this your toothbrush? I think it needs to be changed now. Yes, you should always change your toothbrush on every 3 months, because after 3 months our brush does not clean our teeth properly. So we should always change our toothbrush. Next, rinse your mouth after eating and drinking milk. What does it mean? That whenever you are eating anything, you should take a water and you should gargle it in between, and then you should spit that water. That is called rinsing your mouth. So that is also very important, as I have told you that food pieces or milk can get stuck in your teeth. So this is also very important. Next, visit a dentist in every 6 months. That is also very important. So the doctor can check your teeth, whether you have any germs in your teeth or whether you have any cavity in your teeth. So that way the doctor can treat them very well. Next, body part which we need to take care, that those are our eyes, ears and nose. Yes, for that we should always wash them properly whenever we are taking bath. You should always splash water in your eyes or splash water in your ears and blow your nose properly whenever you are taking bath. Never use any pin or any object, and don't insert anything in your ear. That is very dangerous. So always keep in mind that you are not inserting anything in your ear. Next, blow your nose gently. Blow means you have to take a hanky and you have to clean your nose properly. And then after cleaning your nose properly, you have to wash your hands. For keeping your eyes clean, you have to splash the water in your eyes gently, so that way any dust which goes in your eyes can get clean. After that, we have seen how we can take care of our eyes, ears and nose. Now the next, we have to take care of our hair, and we have to keep our hair clean. So for that, what we have to do? We have to apply oil. Why applying oil is very important? Because the oil makes our hair roots very strong. So that way, if you are a girl, you need a very long hair, you can grow a very long hair, and it can also help you to keep your head moisture, and you will not have dandruff problem or any other problem. So always oil your hair. Next, when you are taking bath, you should always use good shampoo, and you should shampoo your hair. You should apply shampoo on your hair and you should wash them using a shampoo. Why? Because it will help to clean the dust which get collected in your hair. Next, you should always comb your hair. That is also very important, because the hair get mixed in each other, and because of that the dust can get collected in your hair. So the combing of hair also helps to remove the dust. So always comb your hair. Now, as we have seen that washing our hands are very important, because as I have already told you that our hands have most chances of getting germs. But how to wash your hands? There are few steps which you need to follow while washing your hands. So let's see what are the steps. The first one is wet your hands. That means you have to open the tap and you have to wet your hands under the running tap. with using water. Next, you have to apply the soap. Yes, you have to take a soap. You have to turn off the tap and then you have to take the soap. And once you take the soap, you have to rub that soap in your palms. You have to just rub both your palms with each other and then you have to just make a foam. Then what you have to do, you have to interlock and rub your fingers. As you can see in this picture, that one hand is kept on another hand and the fingers are interlocked. This is called interlock. You can see in this picture. Yes, this is interlock. So this way you have to interlock your fingers and then you have to rub them. Next, as you can see in this picture, this is a wrist. Now you have to rub each wrist. First you are going to rub this wrist and then you are going to rub this wrist. So that way you are going to rub the soap properly on your hands. Then later on again you are going to turn on the tap and then you are going to rinse your hand under the flowing water. Then you can get rid of germs. As you can see, the germ is running away from your hand. Then after that, dry your hands using a towel or a napkin. You can just wipe your hands. So that way your hands are ready and those are completely clean. So these are the steps which you always need to follow whenever you are washing your hands. So with this we have completed our 2 points to keep ourselves healthy. That is healthy food, how it is important and what are the things we need to take care. And next we have seen how we can keep our body clean. Now apart from healthy food and keeping our body clean, our body needs to have plenty of dash to be fit and healthy. What does it mean? Yes, fresh air and exercise. That is also very important for our body to keep ourselves fit. There are many benefits which we get when we are doing exercises. So let's see what are those benefits. The word benefit means how it is good for us. Let's see. Are you this kind of boy or a girl and unable to hold your bag when you are coming to school? We have often seen the children are unable to hold their bags, their mother or father holding their bag. Are you this kind of a boy or a girl? No or yes? If you are, then you should always do some exercises because the exercises makes our muscles very strong, and with this you would be happily able to hold your bag like this and you are going to be very good help for your mother or father. So always just do light exercises. Often we have seen many children just lying on the sofa and they are unable to stand. When the mother is calling, they are just walking very slowly, all the time waking up very late, no matter how much the alarm is ringing or no matter how many times mother is calling you, wake up, wake up, wake up. But those children are not at all interested in waking up. They are always just sleeping and lying on the sofa and watching all the day TV. So if those children start doing the exercises, so that way they all of a sudden become very active and it helps them to use their energy. That means they are able to read, they are able to learn, they are able to play with their friends. So exercise is also very important to use our energy. We have often seen some children, they are not at all interested in eating food. They don't like eating food only. The mother is cooking no matter how delicious food, but they don't eat. They don't like to eat. If these type of children start doing the exercise, all of a sudden they start loving the food also, because it helps us to build the good appetite. That means we feel hungry and we feel that we need food. So that is why we should exercise, so we can enjoy the food and we can digest also the food. The exercise also help us to digest the food. So that is why we should exercise. And outdoor games such as playing ball with your friends, or playing badminton, playing basketball, playing football, or doing swimming or jogging. So these type of outdoor games help us to keep ourselves fit. But nowadays, as we have this pandemic thing, so we are not going much out. Sometimes we stay at our home. So in that case, how to keep ourselves fit? Do you all remember? You have learned something in a school? Did you get it? Yes, it's yoga. Yes, we can do yoga, and that is also very good form of exercise which you can do staying at home also. It's not only you as a children, your mother, father, and even your grandmother and grandfather also need to do some light exercise. You have often seen your grandmother or grandfather going for a walk, or they are doing normal stretching, or they are also doing some yoga. So that way it is very important for everyone to do some exercises. So, with this, we have finished our chapter number 2, Health and Hygiene. So, let's quickly revise what we have learned in this lesson. We have learned healthy food gives us energy to work, help us to grow, and protect our body from getting sick. Eating raw food is equally important as cooked food, and we should also maintain good eating habits. We have also learned the importance of cleanliness and how to keep different parts of our body clean. We have also seen steps to wash hands properly. At last we have learned importance of exercise. Now with this, I wish you a very good health, and for that, eat healthy food, keep yourself clean, and exercise to stay fit. Thank you.